How much evidence did you take? You did
A lot.
How did he pocket them all?
Easy.
I couldn't agree more. In the case of this disgrace to the Empire.
Ouchie, I have bad news for you. You are also Japanese.
Oh, not in spirit. In spirit, he's a dumbass.
If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now. You're not
You're
even
not a lawyer!
It's not a job if you're not getting paid hard enough. Whatever.
Leads to this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the first case. We're about to accuse John Wilson as the person who needs to bring out the steak.
Wait, why do we have it on Nikitoba?
Because that's where it was the last time we left off.
Why y'all like this? Why?
The answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hosonaga.
What? I have it?
Yes, you never brought out the other steak. Yes.
You said you took both of them.
You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
No. I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on this steak with the teeth marks.
Yes.
Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoy chopping my way through a good steak, and as well as admitting to stealing Korikura's Why do I have such a hard time saying Korikura? I can say his Japanese name, like, perfectly, but I can't say Korikura.
Korikura-san.
Korikuta.
Korikura-san's coin. He told us that he slipped it under the steak.
You watch it, cadet. I'm a superior officer.
Didn't you resign just now?
Sergeant Nosa,
Shit.
could you please confirm something for me? Was the steak that you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak?
Attention! Affirmative, of course. I might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentle lady if she'd mind me manhandling her meal to hide something in it.
Please don't say it like that.
In other
Right.
words, the steak that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal.
But that makes no sense.
How many times are you gonna say this, Ouchie?
As many times as I feel like it. I am the old man who does not get taught the lesson. That plate was taken from the victim's table.
Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor did she have any opportunity to steal the coin.
Of course I didn't steal it.
Thank you for admitting that.
To even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire.
Well then, how do you explain this paradox?
He swapped it.
Exactly. Surely you're not going to suggest I should switch the two steaks over?
Thanks
I'm gonna
for...
need you. You're almost there, Ouchie. You're almost there. Just try again.
You just took the words out of my mouth, thanks.
You did switch the plates?
Well, after it happened, when I saw the civilian had been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my steak and hid the coin underneath it. But then when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I had it. If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it. I'd begin my marching orders. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance. With military precision and timing, I switched my steak with the one on the foreign lady's table.
Katam, I never saw you do such a thing.
With military timing and precision, did you miss that part?
It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning.
You sure he's a military and not a ninja?
I
It
mean,
was do or die, I tell you. So yes, I did what had to be done.
Unbelievable!
However, fear not, Prosecutor-san.
What now?
I swear on the brass buttons of my uniform. That is all I did, sir.
Oh, you did? That's plenty, Sergeant.
Yes! I agree.
yep.
So, if Sergeant Nosa switched the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on back to his own table.
Yes, that follows.
Inspector Hosonaga,
Yes?
earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident, but also the sergeant's. That to preserve evidence, you had taken both. She is sweating.
That's correct.
Then please present it to the court now. The plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot. Shut up! Jam it to this music. Okay, sorry.
What could that even possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold slab of meat. I can't have the slightest bearing on this case.
Objection!
No, you're not wriggling your way out this time. Yeah, goddamn, I can't speak.
I beg your pardon?
Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why this steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you. No?
You're the ones who decided it was a problem, not more.
The reason the defense asked to see that plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing.
Thinks he remembers.
Yes, that's why I want to see the steak.
Yes, I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett. On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson, there was a clear spattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest.
I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett.
Let us not prolong this any further. Inspector, you will show the evidence to the court. Present the beef steak and plate that was originally on the victim's table at the time of the incident. We all just want to eat dinner at this point. Put us out of our misery. Yes, sir. Sorry for keeping you.
There it is!
Here's the other steak on its plate.
Hosonaga, I have to ask, did you not question why there was blood on the other plate, at least?
Not my problem.
Steak sauce.
It's, oh my god!
Please, feel free to examine it.
I mean, he spits up blood all the time.
Oh no! The blood stain. It's clearly visible. Look!
Yes!
Now this makes everything clear. The blood you see, you can see on the side of the plate, shows that at the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table, with his back to me.
In other words, it's impossible for Naruhodo-san to have shot the victim.
Me!
In fact, there's only one person who could possibly have shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm sure everyone knows by now who that person is. That's right, Miss Giselle Brett. It's you!
Done. By a Japanese? Me? By a Japanese schoolboy? No! No! No!
Aren't you still a student?
You're a student.
They're 1 year apart. She's just a dumbass.
The SWAT has gone crazy!
Did it have children?
What the hell?
I think this trial's gone on way too long.
What the?
Anyways, she died, I
She
guess.
feels the same way. She has ascended. There are babies everywhere. Ah! I want the black chick. Give me the black chick.
No, it's mine! I'm gonna take care of this precious little baby now.
What is it, Ouchie Jr.?
Yes! Please, excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure.
More
Yeah, I
accurately,
think we can tell.
her swan lost her composure.
Yeah.
Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me.
Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth this time.
Gladly, Your Excellency. It was I who told you already that the Naruhodo did it.
No?
It was I who took the professor's life, using Kira. As you surmised, I chose a particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning.
Do you plan to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison will be found in his water? Because Kirari is unheard of here in Japan.
Yes. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water, and it would all be over. I would place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table.
That would be me, I suppose.
Yes, you. Who else? Trifling matter, but the fact you decided to come over and greet the professor meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed.
So basically, this is a Scooby-Doo moment of I would have gotten away with it too, and weren't for your meddling kids.
Okay, but didn't Cosma also see the professor over there? Wouldn't Cosma notice that he was dining with someone else
No,
too?
his back
No,
was...
Kazuma left, and then before...
Kazuma
left, and then Naruhodo saw the professor.
Also, Kazuma, from the looks of where he was at the restaurant, his back was to the professor.
Oh, okay.
In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair so that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point, so I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment.
A plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man.
I happen to know the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had the bottle of cure in my handbag. And my own pistol concealed under my skirt.
Nobody checks your skirt, nothing.
Under your skirt?
Under you skirt. Okay, there was a missing R there. So I was right. There were two guns.
Yes. Yes.
And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. place where you were sure that I would notice it.
Everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun, as I'd intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up... Bang! A most elegant ring.
That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even though at that point, he was already dead.
Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared.
Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside.
And that's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around.
Because, of course, you need to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he picked up the gun.
Okay, if she was doing that, when did a yes or no so you get the time to switch the point?
Yeah.
He's just that fast.
So there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor.
But why?
Murder is not a misdemeanor.
Oh, I assure you it is in the great Empire of Britain.
Well, you're not in Britain, are you?
Your Excellency,
Yes.
I wonder... Might I speak with you in private later?
I shall call on you.
Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me, Naruhodo-san.
No, screw you and die.
I wasn't talking to you. I was
Cosmo
talking
just
to
like,
the
nah.
cute boy.
Cosmo was like, nah, man, we don't play. It would seem this trial has finally run its course. It's been 8 years. I presume the prosecution is in agreement?
This can't be. Takasuchi Ouchi does not lose. But then again, I had no idea what the hell was going on. Not to the likes of this rookie student.
You better start getting used to tough opposition.
I'm trying so hard to do that.
We heard you that time, so try it now.
Okay. The Discord literally cut me off when I tried to do it again. Okay, well, thanks, Discord.
Here, I'll sub in for the scream. Ah! You say the second part. There you go.
Yeah,
Damn, Discord, what is going on with you?
Discord hates me right now. Okay,
Discord
well,
is like, no, trial's over. We're done with Ouchie.
Can't even,
Ryosuke Naruhodo!
can't even
There we
say
go.
Ryunosuke's name. What? Yes?
This insult to the Ouchi family name will never be forgotten.
I guess you gotta go lick your Ouchies, huh?
You become conceited with age, Temple. But the old have to stand aside and make way for the new.
Also, I don't think you've been doing this job for that long.
It's the way of the world. May you never forget that. Ouchie, I'm about to make you say, Ouchie.
Power is everything.
Freaking badass over here.
1,000 millennia may pass, and still the Ouchie clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan.
So we have all to thank Kazuma for the fact that no Pain or Ouchie ever beats a Phoenix Wright.
Well, damn, now I need to see a
Anyone-
Phoenix Wright game that takes place in the year 2999.
Anyway, I'm gonna need y'all to put away your swords. It's literally a court of law. Anyway, this trial in the Supreme Court of Japan, where we allow swords apparently, will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
I wonder if in the future we can give you a leeway of about 3 days, maybe. The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. After all, it's only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. Feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits, but what it will look like, I cannot begin to imagine. That is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Asogi.
Yes.
After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can. Absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you.
I understand, Your Excellency.
What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden?
Never mind.
Sir?
As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo,
Oh, yes?
in you I sense, how can I put it? Unusual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Well, I'm done being a lawyer. Bye.
It is time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo,
Not guilty! Cherry blossoms!
Yeah, the Kutsu clan's always here to give up the cherry blossoms after the court
Ouchie.
proceedings.
She's just frozen there.
Ouchie's just frozen in place.
Good job, Mr. Naruhodo.
What if it's Hosonaga that's showing all the cherry blossoms?
No, it's the Kutsu clan.
This court is now adjourned. Everyone go get dinner.
Yeah! Free
The
steak?
joke is Kutsu means shoe in Japanese.
22nd November, 2:46
We've been staring
p.m.
at steak for like 3 hours.
Supreme Court of Judicature, Defendant's Antechamber 5. I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it. I defended myself and made it through that horrendous trial.
Ryunosuke, you finally pulled it off. Congratulations.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma.
No, it was a pleasure to watch you at work.
Watch me suffer?
Yes, that was very funny. So, you owe me an extra-large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street. Don't forget that.
I feel like I need to be owed something here. It's probably Mikatoba.
Ah, so it's me.
Yes.
Good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off.
Or not!
Ah, how did you enjoy the impression of my father's voice?
Very good.
Congratulations to both of you for proving Naruhodo-san's innocence. I'm quite good at entertaining my
Look,
father, and I feel like it.
I was half right. Her last name is Mikatoba, okay?
That's true.
Ah, our trusty judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result too, you know.
Oh, no. I didn't do anything.
Thank you so much. If we hadn't had that research report of Miss Brett's, I don't know how things would have turned out.
Your kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to university and investigate.
Take the compliment.
Your father? Ah, yes, of course.
The person we thought it was that was coming, but it wasn't actually. Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikatoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense.
Speaking of Mikatoba, that's Mikatoba.
Ah, there you are. I believe congratulations are in order.
I hope, unless it's Hosonaga or something.
Father, would you like to hear my impression of you?
Sure, go for it. Well, I'm waiting. You got real quiet all of a sudden, Sasato. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yes, that was my impression of you, Father.
Oh, that was excellent. Wow.
Oh my god.
Naruhodo, you did an excellent job.
Thank you, Professor.
Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you. After all, your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend.
Good friend? Oh, yeah. You mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yume University, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Professor Mikotoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Presumably, that's when you met Dr. Wilson?
Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital.
Oh, you work together?
I never heard you mention that before.
Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides, it's your turn, Asogi. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world. In science, medicine, engineering, culture,
And lying.
of course, in law.
Lying.
Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot. Wait.
I
I
mean-
will. I'll learn all that I can.
I mean, I guess at the time it would be.
I swear on this. The spirit of the Asogi clan.
You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you?
Of course I am. A Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go. And cuts down anything that's in my way. I am the storm that's approaching.
Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes.
That reminds me. What's happened to that woman? To Giselle Brett, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder.
Ah, yes. Her. It's not easy to tell you this, but
What do you mean? Surely she's going to face trial herself now. She's the true culprit, after all.
she will be leaving Japan in the very near future. For Shanghai.
What? Shanghai?
Giselle Brett will not appear in court again in this country. I'm certain of that.
What? But why not? Hosonaga?
Yeah, I think it's Hosonaga.
It's a matter of consular jurisdiction.
Inspector Hosonaga.
It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. I must congratulate...
But what's all this about consular jurisdiction?
We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan.
What? We can't try her? But then, who? Who's going to bring her to justice?
A British consular court will hear her case. Somewhere far away, where our voices can't be heard.
Of course. But why a consular court?
Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now that we've signed the friendship treaty.
Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right.
Then, so long as this is not a serious incident of a highly political nature to our respective governments, they can't invoke a consular court just like that.
Oh, can't they?
Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify our governments making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on.
So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan.
I'm afraid that's for the young student. Today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her.
I don't believe it.
The British government's Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously taking this case of a foreign student committing murder very seriously. But it's all going to change from now on. We can make it change. This is a time of great turmoil, this new era heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day, I have no doubt, that woman will receive the judgment she deserves.
Yes, change is coming, and we're the ones driving it.
Well, I think that's enough seriousness for now.
Yeah, sure, alright.
No one's had dinner, have they?
No.
This evening oh wow, it really is evening. This evening calls for a celebratory drink. And steak.
Please. But, Professor...
You're right. This is no time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Ryunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun.
And steak. In that case, might I suggest the carnival?
No, someone got killed there.
I was gonna say!
As the head waiter, I should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink.
I mean, if you don't have to pay for it, then that's actually kind of tempting. You're a detective, Hosonaga-san, aren't you?
I can have 2 jobs. Let's not worry about details for now.
I also don't know if I want to eat food that's been served by you, too.
Good luck, Carnival! Will you accompany us, Professor? Of course. The Carnival's food is second to none.
To go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release.
Oh, yes. Thank you. So Giselle Brett won't be tried here. I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson. Yeah, we never got a motive from why she did it. Kazuma.
Yes, Ryunosuke?
I just wanted to say thanks again. That's all. You really saved my skin today.
I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all your own work.
I mean, you were showing me a ton of tutorials. Your skills made the difference, though. One day, I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world.
I'm not so sure about that. To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over again during that trial. My memory is shit. I couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me.
What? Oh, come on, be serious.
If I helped you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial.
And we
But
did
you
another
have-
tutorial, and another tutorial, and another tutorial.
And me constantly telling you to keep the case going. Again, and again, and again.
This is the trial that never ends.
But despite
Still,
all
Brett
of
walked through
that,
that door, I'm leaving.
you have a natural talent for it. For being a defense lawyer, I mean.
Oh, no, not me. All that tense verbal combat? I never want to go through that ever again. Get
What are you gonna do? Go get an English degree for the language you don't know how to speak or write?
I mean, if you're getting an English degree, you're going to have to write essays.
Also,
and what
like-
are essays but
Also-
the written form of verbal conflict?
Yeah.
Which I would argue is worse.
Also, Ryunosuke has, like, participated in speech debates, so I did what you told me to do, that's all. Because I knew I could trust you.
That's the point.
Sorry? What do you mean, that's the point?
Listen, Ryunosuke. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win?
Your sword?
Knowledge of the law?
No, you don't need to actually be knowledgeable of the law to actually win in court. Phoenix Wright taught us that.
No. The ability to believe. Just like Parappa the Rapper.
To believe?
I will kill you!
To believe what?
Who is this Parappa the Rapper I am hearing about in this year of 1900 or whatever?
A defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. He has to believe in them at all times.
Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it.
I'm sorry, I'm still having it. Lewis's outburst there. I'm human just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. But I am very good with a sword.
Yeah.
But you have to make a choice about what to believe in and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. But being able to remain faithful to what you choose to believe in, even then, well, that's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person.
Also, I mean, it's kind of easy for Naruhodo to, like, believe because he knows he didn't do it.
You gotta believe in your clients. I am the client. Good.
Believing in your client.
Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience, but you never stop believing in me.
Well,
You face seemingly hopeless situations time and again, but you never stop looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it through your own efforts, and because you never stop believing in me.
Thanks, Kazuma.
There's something I want to ask you, actually, Ryunosuke. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me.
It sounds serious. What is...
Ah, you're still here, are you?
They're just having a game moment, don't worry. Oh, Inspector Hosonaga.
I've arranged some rickshaws for us. Let's go.
Thank you. We'll be right there. Let's pick up this conversation again later. We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory.
Also, not going to jail.
And your study tour to Great Britain. Don't forget.
Ah yes, that too.
Don't sound too thrilled.
And with that, the case is over. However, there's still some unanswered questions. This looks like a job for...
No. So, my very first trial came to an end. Kazuma, Professor Mikotoba, Susato-san, who acted as my assistant, Inspector Hosonaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still.
Wow!
It was because of the help and support of all these people that I managed to get through that trial.
Go to hell!
No.
I hope you go to jail.
But more importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet managed to ask his favor of me. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life. I'm sorry, I'm still laughing about that.
I believe you're going to hell.
You shit.
Well, we did it, guys. Thanks for that. I'm
Achievement.
I'm gonna not touch that, actually.
You gotta believe. I believe you can go to hell.
Well, alright, I guess that's it, kiddos. We're done. I have a feeling if I hit this and save, it'll immediately start the second case, and we don't want that. So I'm not gonna touch this thing. We'll just stop here, and we'll go into case 2 in the next video. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Go.
Poor Hosonaga.